For anyone who knows me, you know I love Harry Potter. I thought I would revisit the fact that Harry Potter actually has a different title in America versus the UK and other countries. So the original title was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. So the word is, though, that they didn't think Americans would understand what philosophers or philosopher means, and so that's why they renamed it as the Sorcerer's Stone. I'm rereading this book for I don't know how many times I've read it. I need to get the rest of the series again. I really want to get one of the the book sets, with the later illustrations. I wish I had my originals, but that's a whole thing. I've moved countries, so. But yeah, I really wanted to kind of revisit. And if anybody, I love the beginnings of stories, right? I really want to do a book about my favorite beginnings. I did one about The Hobbit previously. But let me read the first paragraph of Chapter 1, The Boy Who Lived. Mr. and Mrs. Dursley of Number 4 Privet Drive were proud to say that they were perfectly normal. Thank you very much. They were the last people you'd expect to be involved in anything strange or mysterious because they just didn't hold with such nonsense. Mr. Dursley was the director of a firm called Grunnings, which made drills. He was a big, beefy man with hardly any neck, although he did have a very large mustache. Mrs. Dursley was thin and blonde and had nearly twice the usual amount of neck, which came in very useful as she spent so much of her time craning over garden fences, spying on her neighbors. The Dursleys had a small son called Dudley, and in their opinion there was no finer boy anywhere. The Dursleys had everything they wanted, but they also had a secret, and their greatest fear was that somebody would discover it. Alright, I read more than the first paragraph. I read the first page, but what a beautiful beginning. You know that this will be a mysterious and wonderful book. And if you look at the stats on this book, it has had unprecedented success. It's one of my favorite book series of all times. If you haven't read it and you've only seen the movies, do yourself a favor and actually read it. Alrighty, ciao ciao.